Welcome to FIFA World Cup 2026 quiz number 2. Think you're a true football expert? Test your knowledge with the ultimate FIFA World Cup 2026 quiz featuring 30 exciting multiple-choice questions that start easy and become incredibly difficult. Can you remember the biggest goals, shocking upsets, award winners, controversial referee decisions, records, and unforgettable moments from the greatest FIFA World Cup ever? Are you ready? 15 questions, easy intermediate expert, official World Cup facts, challenge your friends, comment your score below. Pause the video before each answer, keep track of your score, and don't forget to comment your final result. Only a tiny percentage of football fans can score 15 of 15. Let's get started. Question 1. Which nation shocked Spain by holding them to a goalless draw in their opening World Cup match? A. Uruguay, B. Saudi Arabia, C. Cabo Verde, D. Costa Rica. Correct answer, C. Cabo Verde. Tournament debutants Cabo Verde produced one of the biggest surprises of the group stage by holding tournament favorite Spain to a 0-0 draw. Goalkeeper Bozinha delivered an outstanding performance as Spain dominated possession but couldn't find a breakthrough. Cabo Verde became one of the few debut nations in World Cup history to keep a clean sheet in their very first match. Question 2. Which goalkeeper produced a player of the match performance against Spain? A. Diogo Costa, B. Emiliano Martinez, C. Bozinha, D. Bono. Correct answer, C. Bozinha. Explanation: 40-year-old Bozinha frustrated Spain throughout the match with a series of brilliant saves, including stops from Ferran Torres, Mikel Oyarzabal and Aymeric Laporte, helping Cabo Verde earn a famous point. Interesting fact, Bozinha was one of the oldest players at the tournament and became an instant national hero after the draw. Question 3. Which team finally became the first to score against Spain during the tournament? A. France, B. Belgium, C. Argentina, D. Portugal. Correct answer, B. Belgium. Explanation: Spain's outstanding defensive run finally ended in the quarterfinals when Belgium scored their first goal conceded by Spain in the tournament. Spain still won the match 2-1 to continue their march toward the title. Interesting fact: Belgium managed just one shot on target, yet it was enough to end Spain's long clean sheet streak. Question 4. Which team finished second in Group H behind Spain? A. Uruguay, B. Saudi Arabia, C. Cabo Verde, D. Ghana. Correct answer, C. Cabo Verde. Explanation: after drawing with Spain and producing another impressive set of performances, Cabo Verde secured second place in Group H, while two-time world champions Uruguay were eliminated. Many analysts described Cabo Verde as the surprise package of the entire group stage. Question 5. Which team did Spain defeat 4-0 during the group stage? A. Uruguay, B. Saudi Arabia, C. Portugal, D. Belgium. Correct answer, B. Saudi Arabia. Explanation: after their frustrating draw against Cabo Verde, Spain responded emphatically with a dominant 4-0 victory over Saudi Arabia. Lamine Yamal and Mikel Oyarzabal starred as Spain announced themselves as genuine title contenders. Interesting fact: the win was Spain's biggest victory of the tournament before the knockout rounds. Question 6. Which former World Cup winning nation failed to qualify from Spain's group? A. Italy, B. Germany, C. Uruguay, D. France. Correct answer, C. Uruguay. Explanation: Uruguay entered the tournament with high expectations but failed to progress from Group H after finishing behind both Spain and surprise package Cabo Verde. Interesting fact: Uruguay won the very first FIFA World Cup in 1930 and remain one of football's most historic nations. Question 7. Spain entered the 2026 FIFA World Cup as the reigning champions of which competition? F. UEFA Nations League, B. Copa America, C. UEFA European Championship, D. FIFA Confederations Cup. Correct answer, C. UEFA European Championship. Explanation: Spain arrived at the World Cup as the reigning European champions, making them one of the favorites for the title. Their strong form and tactical discipline carried over into a successful World Cup campaign. Interesting fact, before the tournament began, Spain were ranked number 1 in the FIFA/Coca-Cola Men's World Ranking. Question 8. Which city hosted Spain's opening World Cup match against Cabo Verde? A. Dallas, B. Atlanta, C. Vancouver, D. Los Angeles. Correct answer, B. Atlanta. Explanation: Spain and Cabo Verde met at Atlanta Stadium in Atlanta in the opening Group H fixture. The match ended in a memorable 0-0 draw that became one of the biggest surprises of the group stage. Interesting fact, despite failing to score, Spain had numerous chances and hit the crossbar during the match, while Cabo Verde's disciplined defending earned worldwide praise. Question 9. Which team did Spain defeat in the round of 32 to reach the last 16? A. Croatia, B. Austria, C. Portugal, D. Sweden. Correct answer, B. Austria. Explanation: Spain began their knockout campaign with a convincing 3-0 victory over Austria in Los Angeles. The reigning European champions controlled possession from start to finish and advanced comfortably to the round of 16. Interesting fact, Spain did not concede a single goal in either the group stage or the round of 32, continuing one of the tournament's best defensive records. Question 10. Which country eliminated Germany in one of the biggest upsets of the tournament? A. Morocco, B. Paraguay, C. Egypt, D. Norway. Correct answer, B. Paraguay. Explanation: Paraguay stunned four-time champions Germany by winning a dramatic penalty shootout after a 1-1 draw in the round of 32. It became one of the biggest surprises of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Interesting fact, it was Germany's earliest World Cup elimination since the tournament expanded to 48 teams. Question 11. Which African nation knocked out the Netherlands on penalties? A. Egypt, B. Senegal, C. Morocco, D. South Africa. Correct answer, C. Morocco. Explanation: Morocco continued their reputation as giant killers by eliminating the Netherlands in a penalty shootout after a hard-fought 1-1 draw. Their disciplined defending and composure from the spot secured a famous victory. Interesting fact, Morocco had also made history in 2022 by becoming the first African nation to reach a World Cup semifinal. Question 12. Approximately how many matches were played during the FIFA World Cup 2026? A. 64, B. 80, C. 96, D. 104. Correct answer, D. 104. Explanation: the expansion to 48 teams increased the total number of matches to 104, compared with 64 in previous editions. Fans enjoyed more football than ever before across the United States, Canada, and Mexico. Interesting fact, more than 300 goals were scored throughout the tournament, making it one of the highest-scoring World Cups in history. Question 13. Which nation eliminated the United States in the round of 32? A. England, B. Belgium, C. Argentina, D. Brazil. Correct answer, B. Belgium. Explanation: Belgium defeated the United States 4-1 in Seattle to end the host nation's World Cup journey. Belgium's attacking quality proved decisive as they advanced comfortably to the next round. Interesting fact, the match was one of Belgium's highest-scoring performances of the tournament. Question 14. How many total goals were scored during the FIFA World Cup 2026? A. 276, B. 292, C. 308, D. 321. Correct answer, C. 308. Explanation: the expanded 48-team tournament produced a record 308 goals, making it the highest-scoring FIFA World Cup ever. Fans enjoyed attacking football across 104 matches in Canada, Mexico, and the United States. Interesting fact, more than 6.8 million spectators attended matches, setting a new all-time World Cup attendance record. Question 15. Which team did Spain defeat in the semifinal to book their place in the World Cup final? A. England, B. Belgium, C. France, D. Portugal. Correct answer, C. France. Explanation: Spain produced one of their finest performances of the tournament by defeating France 2-0 in the semi-final. Their disciplined defense and clinical finishing secured a deserved place in the World Cup final against Argentina. Interesting fact, many analysts describe Spain's semi-final display as their most complete performance of the entire tournament. How many did you get right? 15 out of 15, you are officially a football genius. You know the FIFA World Cup 2026 better than most football analysts. 13 to 14, world-class fan, outstanding. You barely missed perfection. 10 to 12, football expert, you clearly followed the tournament closely. 7 to 9, serious supporter, great effort. You know your football. 4 to 6, casual fan, not bad. Time to watch some highlights. 0 to 3, time to rewatch the tournament. Don't worry, you'll do better in quiz number 3. Comment your score below and tell us which question was the hardest. If you enjoyed this quiz, don't forget to like the video, share it with your football-loving friends, subscribe for even more football quizzes, challenges, and FIFA trivia. See you in quiz number 2.